Some people get excited about supercars. They talk about 0 to 60 times in horsepower. And yes, that is all very exciting stuff. But let me tell you, it is nothing, absolutely nothing compared to the raw, unadulterated thrill of a fighter jet. This isn't just about speed, it's about defying gravity with explosive force. It's about strapping yourself to a rocket and pointing it at the sky. Fighter jets are the pinnacle of human ambition, a statement that says we can not only touch the clouds, but we can also own them. They are the ultimate expression of power and engineering brilliance, all rolled into one impossibly loud and magnificent package. Now, in the world of fighter jets, there are many contenders. You have the Russians, with their nimble machines, and the Europeans with their elegant but complicated creations. But then, you have the Americans. And the Americans, as we know, don't do things by halves. They went ahead and created a machine so advanced, so mind-bogglingly clever, that it makes everything else look like a biplane from the Great War. I am talking, of course, about the F-35, and specifically, the F-35B. This isn't just a fighter jet, it's a technological marvel. It is, quite simply, the most ambitious and sophisticated killing machine ever to take to the skies. The whole point of the F-35 program was to create one jet that could do the job of many. It was a bit like trying to design a car that could win at Le Mans, tackle the Dakar Rally, and also be perfect for the school run. An impossible task, many said. It cost a fortune, took ages, and was plagued with problems. But the result, the F-35B, is a testament to what happens when engineers are given a blank check and told to dream big. This jet is designed to be a ghost, a brawler, and a genius all at the same time. It's a flying supercomputer that also happens to carry a very, very big stick. And that is what makes it so utterly compelling. It's not just about the speed or the weapons, it's the sheer audacity of the project. The F-35B represents a leap in thinking, a fundamental shift in what a fighter jet can be and what it can do. It's a machine built for a new era of warfare, where information is just as important as firepower. Forget what you think you know about aerial combat. This jet has rewritten the rulebook, torn it up, and then set the pieces on fire with its afterburner. It is, without a shadow of a doubt, the undisputed king of the skies. Right, let's talk about stealth. You might think it's some sort of Harry Potter invisibility cloak. It's not. It's much, much cleverer than that. Radar, the thing that's supposed to spot incoming planes, works by bouncing radio waves off an object. The bigger the reflection, the bigger the blip on the screen. For decades, fighter jets have looked like, well, fighter jets on a radar screen. Big, obvious metal birds. The F-35B, however, is designed from the ground up to be a slippery customer. Its shape is a masterpiece of deception, with carefully angled panels and smooth, blended surfaces that scatter radar waves away from the receiver. The designers obsessed over every single detail, every panel, every screw, every seam has been engineered to minimize its radar signature. The weapons, they're not hanging off the wings like on an old-fashioned jet, creating a massive radar reflection. No, they're tucked away neatly inside internal weapons bays. Even the paint is special. It's a radar-absorbent material that literally soaks up radio waves like a sponge, further reducing the jet's signature. On a radar screen, a normal fighter jet might look like a flying barn door. The F-35B, they say, looks like a golf ball. It's not completely invisible, but it's close enough. This ability to be a ghost is what makes the F-35B so terrifyingly effective. An enemy pilot could be flying along, minding his own business, feeling perfectly safe. He sees nothing on his radar, hears nothing on his radio, and then suddenly, a missile he never saw coming appears out of thin air. That's the F-35B at work. It can see everything, but almost nothing can see it. It allows the pilot to be the predator, to choose when and where to engage, long before the enemy even knows a fight is happening. It's the ultimate unfair advantage. So, it's not magic. It's just brilliant, obsessive, and ridiculously expensive engineering. The jet's shape, its skin, its internal systems, they all work together for one purpose, to make the F-35B a phantom. It can slip through the most advanced air defenses on the planet like they aren't even there. It can fly into the enemy's backyard, do its job, and be home in time for tea without anyone being the wiser. That isn't just an improvement on old technology. It's a complete revolution in how you fight a war in the air. If the stealth wasn't clever enough, the F-35B has another party trick, and this one is properly spectacular. For years, the British had the Harrier jump jet, a quirky and brilliant machine that could take off and land vertically. It could operate from tiny ships and makeshift runways. The Americans saw this, and they wanted one, but better. Much better. The F-35B is the result. It has something called a lift fan, a massive, powerful fan embedded in the fuselage, right behind the pilot. When it's time to land, doors open, and this fan roars to life. It is essentially a Harrier on a massive dose of steroids. The real magic happens with the engine nozzle at the back. It can swivel downwards 90 degrees, directing all of the engine's immense thrust straight down. Working in concert with the lift fan and smaller thrusters in the wings, the F-35B can do something that seems impossible for a 15-ton supersonic fighter. It can stop dead in mid-air and hover. It can then gently descend onto the deck of a ship or a small patch of ground with pinpoint precision. It's like watching a spaceship from a science fiction film. The level of computer control required to make this happen is simply staggering. This ability is a game changer. Normal jets need long, vulnerable runways to operate. The F-35B doesn't. It can take off from a very short strip, a short takeoff, and then land vertically, or VTOL. This means it can be based on smaller aircraft carriers, the kind the Royal Navy and the Italian Navy use, which don't have the catapults and arrestor wires of their bigger American cousins. It can also operate from amphibious assault ships, effectively turning them into mini aircraft carriers, or even from damaged airfields or remote forward bases close to the action. This flexibility is what makes the B model so special. It gives commanders options they've never had before. Need air power somewhere quickly, but there's no major airport? No problem. The F-35B can be there. It combines the lethality and stealth of a fifth-generation fighter with the operational freedom of a helicopter. It is the most versatile combat aircraft ever built. The sheer noise and power of it transitioning from forward flight to a hover is one of the most incredible sights and sounds in the modern world. It's brute force, controlled by genius. So, the F-35B can hide, and it can hover. But what can it actually do? Well, think of it less as a fighter jet and more as a flying brain with a massive arsenal. The pilot sits in a cockpit that is more advanced than anything you can imagine. There are no old-fashioned dials. Instead, there's a giant panoramic touchscreen that displays all the information the pilot could ever need. But the real showstopper is the helmet. It costs a staggering $400,000, and it's worth every penny. It projects flight data, sensor information, and targeting cues directly onto the pilot's visor. This helmet is connected to a system of 6 infrared cameras mounted around the aircraft. This means that wherever the pilot looks, they can see. If they look down, through the floor of the cockpit, they don't see metal and wires. They see the ground below, streamed live to their helmet display. The jet is effectively transparent. This gives the pilot unparalleled situational awareness. They can see friendly forces, track enemy targets, and spot threats in every direction, day or night, in any weather. It's like having a superpower. The jet fuses information from its own powerful radar and sensors with data from other jets, ships, and satellites, painting a complete picture of the battlefield. And then there are the weapons. Tucked away in its stealthy internal bays, the F-35B can carry a mix of air-to-air missiles to shoot down other planes and precision-guided bombs to attack targets on the ground. It can perform any mission you throw at it: air superiority, ground attack, intelligence gathering, electronic warfare. It's a jack of all trades and, unlike the old saying, it's a master of all of them. Countries like the United States, the United Kingdom, Italy, and Japan use the F-35B precisely because it can do so much, from so many different places. Ultimately, the F-35B is more than just a piece of military hardware. It is the smartest, most connected, and most versatile thug in the sky. It represents the future of air power, where surviving and winning depends not just on being fast, but on being clever. By combining stealth, advanced sensors, and unique vertical landing capabilities, the F-35B ensures that its owners hold all the cards. It is a machine that can go anywhere, see everything, and strike with impunity. And in the dangerous world of today, that is a capability that is, quite simply, priceless.